like face flushed, not just from the snow. And he's going to hand it off to Lana. And does she have the detonator?
It is here currently. So it is set near the window for somebody to put together.
Lana, can you put this together? And I'm gonna go cover them from the second floor.
And you're on, and she's like, and Lana stands and stares at it, and a hand touches her shoulder, and Fink looks at her. I can help.
Thanks, smart guy.
Appreciate you, Poindexter. You coming in real MVP right there.
Okay. He is going to spend his turn trying to set this up. Let's go ahead and give him. Okay.
Advantage.
I would say Lana's. You know what? Lana's helping him doing her damnedest. Like, I'll guess. But here we go.
She at least has witnessed
it
this
is her
particular set
own
of equipment.
TNT. Yeah.
He knows of the equipment. Yes, she is aware of it.
She knows what stuff is where.
Yes, that is the extent. Nobody else is really in this area looking at them, so we are unsure of how it is going, but they are starting.
I mean, there's one way we could find out real quick how it goes. I wouldn't be aware of it, but everybody else would.
At this time, Doctor, Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution, okay. Saving throw. That's still the same modifier. The 16.
Not the worst.
I hope it's not the worst. I mean, it's not the worst, but I hope it's good enough.
Oof. You take 8 points of cold damage halved to 4.
Okay.
Whew.
And you feel your body start to tense up from the cold with this thing's eyes on you. But you push through. You still have movement in your body.
I'm going to take a swig of whiskey.
You take a sip and kind of like give it a nod. It runs full speed towards you. This thing takes off towards you.
Oh boy.
Cool. Do I see it running towards me?
Yeah, these eyes are trained on you.
All right. How far away is it?
It will be to you next round.
Okay. Come on. Dr. Josiah's warming elixir is nearby. Just step right through these doors. Welcome in from the cold. And draw my gun and start backpedaling away from this dynamite, but like in a line that like brings the dynamite between me and it. That's it. And I'm just backpedaling, full movement.
Okay. For you to do that, you are going to start heading in the direction. You're going to like kind of like high five the other people coming by. That would be putting the TNT between you.
Cool. Yep. And hopefully people are watching.
Yep.
You just
Pam has clocked that.
And you start jogging.
We know you're cold. We've got warmth. Come on in.
Okay. Team inside with weapons. Anything you would like to do?
I think I'd like to just get upstairs and take Benji's place if that.
Yeah, Benji will hand the weapon down to you, and he's like, "Should I go check on the rest downstairs?"
Yeah, and if they're okay, could you grab me some more bullets too?
I'll try to find some. And
appreciate it.
He heads down.
And I would like to be a spotter for the silver bullet if I can.
Okay. You're giving the silver bullet the help action. So it's going to be a straight shot if he decides to shoot.
Yeah, and if this thing gets to the dynamite, I'd like to take a shot at the light source.
Okay. So basically, it's going to be you staring at that lantern, and any flicker of movement, you are going to shoot. Go ahead and give
from the
me-
far side.
Not the barn side.
I would love a perception check, please.
Sure. 23.
Okay. And you will have advantage on the shot.
Great.
With a bloody Frenchman sort of like, I got you.
I'm whispering
have
sweet
you, mon
nothings
ami.
into his ear, like, oh.
You're such a
Jeremy."
good shooter.
He's like,
Omelette
I don't
du
know why this is
fromage."
helping, but it's helping.
You cradle that
I've been
rifle
missing.
like a lover.
It's been a lot of dudes like talking really nice to me while I shoot, and it's honestly very nice.
It's a great place to be.
Valid.
I
It's,
like
it's a very supportive environment.
money.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Team Barn.
Yeah.
You can see the doctor heading your way
Oh,
and yell.
yelling about, you want warmth? We got warmth.
It kind of sounds like
I
like
see.
it's you can't hear him that
Can't
well,
hear
but you
jack
can hear
shit.
him.
But he's backing up, and that must
Yeah.
mean there's something aggressing on him. And if he's talking, that means that it can understand him, so it's not a wolf. Cam's gonna whisper over to Charlie, you ready to build faster than you ever built in your fucking life?
I don't know if there's a point to building anymore.
We'll see. We'll fucking find out, won't we? If nothing else, we can chuck the lantern at the damn thing and hope it goes up. Let's see what we can do.
Okay. Fine.
And you two keep going, running forward.
Running.
Gonna try. This is the plan.
Okay.
We're gonna attempt to keep with the plan, and if nothing else, we can keep this thing from going after Josiah.
Okay.
We got this, Charlie. Come on. Cam isn't sure we've got this, but she's gonna say so anyway.
This horrible laughter catches on the wind. And I need everybody, meaning everybody, to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Saving throw or check?
Saving throw.
18.
16.
15.
What was that, Katie?
17.
Mine was only a 12.
Mine was only a 12.
Yep.
Uh,
I got a rock.
12 is all right.
Everybody trying to get into places. Everybody keeps moving. And Charlie, you were just told that we push forward no matter what. And then you're alone as Cam's body tenses up, like trying to catch her breath. You are stunned. Cam is the only one stunned.
Shit. Fuck.
So, Charlie, you can decide what to do with that in a minute.
Fuck.
Fink is going to attempt to get this together.
Please get it together,
It's-
Fink.
It's only fair. It's almost like these dice don't want this to work.
He's so knowledgeable about like how
He-
those minors
Rolling with
get going.
advantage and has a good modifier that I just gave him. Not helping much. But he's still working.
Maybe double advantage.
Yeah. That's a
Once he
thing.
rolled like all the dice though.
What if he
um,
rolled all of them?
Roll your Fink dice.
Jillian,
Where's
where
that
are your
Fink
Fink Katie,
dice?
where are my Fink
I'm
dice?
sorry.
Katie! Come on, Katie!
I didn't know this would be 3 weeks long.
Me neither!
Wow.
Here we are!
Silver bullet. Time slows. And you take a deep breath. And the shadow of something passes by the TNT. If you would like to, you can take your shot.
Do I know if it's one of my friends or not?
I cannot confirm for you who or what it is.
If Jacques is spotting me, does he give a sound of?
I mean, he's gently kissing your ear, so you kind of could take that however you like to.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay.
That's
I'll
how
take-
I offer love and encouragement and support to my friends.
Just a little tongue in like the.
Yeah, you know. Just
A
against the
gentle
shell.
lick of encouragement. You don't know what it means, but it's encouraged.
Stop this. Okay, I'll take the shot.
All right, take the shot.
Stop it. We cannot be together. What of your Sasquatch wife?
A bastard 20.
Well, this is how I want to be encouraged.
That's valid.
I'm only doing what I would want. A deep breath.
A reassuring tongue kiss of the ear.
And you fire.
Just a little foreplay.
You can't hear the sound of glass shattering, but that's because of how loud the wind is. You make contact with the lantern. We are now going to roll a luck check. This is going to be with advantage.
Cat's giving me good luck.
Oh, come on.
The shadow moves by and you're like, friend or foe, you aren't sure. A loud crack. And then an even louder one, a huge explosion. All of the TNT goes up. I need a dexterity saving throw from the doctor, who is still within range.
Holy shit.
11.
Perfect.
Oof. Oh, buddy. Doctor's gonna need some doctoring, huh?
Flying through the air.
Oh,
Maybe.
no.
We'll see.
Ooh. Good for
Let's get
you,
some
evil
Enya in
monster.
here.
No, not good for
No!
you, evil monster.
No! Bad for you, evil
Yeah.
monster. No!
Just you with a snapper.
It has to be. It's so dexterous.
It's got to be. It has to have a bajillion arms.
one grateful.
One moment as you
Now-
all just watch this huge explosion go up. Well, you guys put a lot of TNT out there, so we're gonna increase that a few times over.
Oh boy.
One moment.
Sorry, Doc.
Valid. We'll bring your body back to the inn. We'll douse it
Oh
in
my
whiskey.
god. We're saying you guys put 3 bundles out there.
Oh boy. How many dice is that?
Don't worry about it.
Enough.
Okay.
Enough.
I hope there's a range of effect here because this thing's right next to it, but I'm further.
Nope. If you're in the area,
I know.
you're-
It's D&D. It fucking sucks. They've never heard of the inverse square law.
Well, reality is reality, and game is game.
Not since first edition, where there was rules about
Oh my god!
fireballs
yeah.
bursting in cave systems and rushing down the hallways.
guys wanna watch me
Underwater in
weep
high
every
oxygen
episode?
environments and-
I wouldn't ask that
We
of my
can do a
worst
different
enemy.
edition.
Never mind my dungeon master.
Intensity
thing is-
1 over intensity 2 equals distance 2 squared over
Ew!
distance 1
No!
squared.
Gross! Too
I'm
many
just-
numbers!
I'm about
Gross!
to give you full
Gross!
damage. I'm going to take some of it off. I'm about to just put it all back on. The creature is going to take half damage because dexterous bitch who?
Gross. Rude. How dare.
From where you are, we'll cut a chunk of that in half. Give you half damage, Doctor. You take 16 points of fire damage. As just the whole bitch, you do go up. Fire and bludgeoning damage. It's
Holy shit.
everywhere.
Lots of bruises, lots of burns. But at least you're falling into snow, so it'll be instantly soothed. It'll be very nice.
Actually,
Yes. I could go on a rant about this kind of stuff that's real, about you shouldn't put like freezing temperature
yeah, I was
items on
gonna be
your
like,
burn
that's
wounds.
like how to make it
It's
worse.
actually very bad for it. That's your piece of
is
knowledge
it?
for today.
Yes.
Don't do it. Do not put ice on your burns.
That's knowledge for you, cultists.
That's why
You're
you guys
welcome.
come to the dice cult, for the knowledge.
Hashtag not medical advice.
Yeah.
No, you guys can have this medical advice. Don't put ice on it.
Okay.
But this explosion goes off. Doctor hits you hard in the back and you are sprawling forward.
Oh, jeez.
And just kind of like skid through the snow a bit, like, are you still conscious?
I am still conscious.
Holy shit.
It's just a slight from the ground.
Yeah,
He
I
was
did
blowing-
a real good job at not getting myself fucked up
He
earlier.
didn't
So
really get fucked up.
Yeah, I was
early.
gonna say, like, he's one of the untouched.
Yeah.
That's
No
true.
longer.
lightly touched. I enjoy a light touch.
I bet he does.
From your vantage point, Silver Bullet, you can see that this thing went to like very quickly, like the speed of this thing, a little scary, jump out of the way, but the explosion catches it on the back end. And you're like, shit. You watch that bitch fully engulf in flame. It catches on the back side and the fire takes over its entire body. And there is a scream, a horrible, high-pitched scream from this thing as it is now a ball of fire in the field.
Yeah.
And it uses its turn to keep running. And
Oh,
it
boy.
bulldozes forward.
Oh,
Maybe it had a damage threshold that you had to like do fire
Exceed.
damage, and then
and then it like
We'll
wore off
figure
its
it
first
out.
health bar, and now we can work on
guys,
its
how many
second
health bars
bar.
do we got?
4.
I would do
at
a
least.
promo for that book that has like bosses with health bars, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't remember. I don't remember which one it is. Anywho,
Give me
Aw,
virtual
boo.
reality D&D already.
this thing runs forward, and gosh, there's really only one person to go for. That's the doctor.
Fuck. No.
It is going a trampling attack as it runs at least 20 feet to slam into you.
Oh Christ.
I believe in you, horrible monster. Nat 20.
No! Are you fucking with me? Jesus Christ!
I was, just being a little too cheeky.
You really summoned it, Jillian.
You really goofed it. Doctor, could you give me a strength saving throw real fast before we see how this goes down?
Strength.
Come
my-
on,
my
dude, please.
Best
I'd
attribute.
love to see
Pull
it.
it out of your ass or something. Come on.
That's a 15.
Okay, it's not the
It's a
worst.
16 on the dice, but a 15 because I got a -1.
Okay.
A fiery giant monster slams into you from behind.
Christ.
And you are going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, all of it. Yep.
Oh boy.
And we're going to double the dice.
Oh
Mhm.
boy.
One moment. There's also fire damage.
Sweet.
Okay, I rolled a 1 on the fire damage. So
That's
double
not
that.
the worst.
Yup.
You take 36 points of damage.
Cool. Had I not taken any damage earlier, I would still be alive. But I am unconscious now.
There you go.
Where's that
You
doctor
all
bag
watch
when you
him
need
run
it?
towards you, and then a ball of fire engulfs him. This scream reverberating through the air. The fire continues to burn on this thing, and it kind of runs erratic and continues its movement, just charging past him and running forward towards the two of you.
Oh, cool.
All right, we'll go over now to team from the barn. You are stunned. Charlie, what would you like to do?
I would like to run, hopefully grab Cam by the arm and try to get them moving, but
Would you try to spend your turn trying to pull Cam with you, or are you going?
if she's not moving, I'm going. But
Yeah.
like
You try to pull her, and there is no movement. The joints are locked.
gotta go.
I get it. I do. You gotta save
And
yourself.
you start running. You use your turn to sprint, so you just move a solid, what, like
30.
30 feet?
Yeah.
Um,
Heading to the barn because I'm close to there.
yeah, you start heading towards the barn. Team inside, what would you like to do? You see just a beautiful ball of fire running around outside.
I would like to take a shot.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
this
must be
seems like
very
the
easy
moment
to
to,
spot
like,
and shoot.
Take a shot and it's not at disadvantage, right?
You
Very bright
on-
and very fiery.
Are you helping or are you shooting as well?
Well, I may be shooting as well now as it's
Yeah, there is no
on
disadvantage
fire.
on this. This is
Yeah.
just, he's there.
because I get 2 shots.
Okay, I get
Uh,
one.
15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Then mine
Actually,
misses.
no, its armor class changed because it's on fire. 1 second.
Oh,
Minus this.
My
The
armor
video
class
disappeared,
also
Julian.
changes when I'm on
Oh,
fire.
whoa.
Oh no!
Hey, welcome back,
Oh,
everybody. Uh, welcome back.
phew.
I just rolled a d6 to take away an amount of its armor class, and I rolled a 6.
Nice.
Holy shit!
And what'd you
That was
roll?
a good ass fireball.
I
15.
rolled a 15 first.
I'm going back. That's not how math works, Jillian. Subtraction. 15.
number.
Yeah, 15 off of it, or 6 off of its armor class is 15.
Wow.
I do 7 damage to it.
All right. Arrow whizzes through the air, hits home, and you hear a reaction.
Oh,
There is a slight impact and a screech that accompanies the one just drifting in the air.
it hurts.
It seems like it
now.
did something.
Ooh.
And I did 17 damage.
Wow. All right. This thing hits and stumbles and is thrashing through the snow as it bulldozes towards Cam. Doctor, I need a death saving throw, please.
Do you want me to tell you or do you want me to put it in the chat?
Just say it out loud. It's fine.
I got an 8, so I failed the first one.
All right. One failure.
Fuck. Hold out, Doc, okay?
Here's the
Yeah, I'll
Hold the blood in. Suck it in.
sure.
summon your chi to slow your blood.
Key
Apply the pressure points.
Meditate
Um,
about it.
Doctor, heal thyself.
Cam, from your position, stuck and starting to be able to bend your elbows, you watch as the creature opens its mouth and and goes to let out another terrible laugh or scream, and it is choked at that point as it cannot get a breath in with the fire just sucking the air out of its space and burning
Oh,
its
fuck
insides.
Yeah.
It can't use its legendary actions.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Get wrecked.
Now you're a basic bitch.
Ugh. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's
Run up
so
and
nice.
punch him in the face.
I mean, I'm carrying a bunch of lumber. I mean, even if Charlie's carrying the lantern, I've got some heavy shit in my hands. Do I
I'd
not?
give it the bonk.
I'd love to give it the bonk.
But this fiery creature continues its run towards you, Cam,
Yeah.
and it is going to gonna do a trampling attack.
Yeah,
it-
all right.
Gotta
do what it can do.
trample the tramps.
Yep.
Hey, tramps,
what I
prepare
am.
to get trampled.
That's what I am. That's what I do.
Stun at the end of the turn. You're no longer stunned. Okay, so no advantage.
Thank God for that.
Over a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's fair.
At least it's not double the damage.
Yeah, doubling the damage, and I rolled near max damage. It was bad. Bitch was bad. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw while I do this.
Oh, cool. Cool,
Oof.
cool, 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 cool. Well, it's a 17 for the strength saving throw.
16 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 point of fire damage.
The 16 would have been enough to put me unconscious.
There you go. Bulldozes through a second person.
Yeah.
Charlie, you look back and just see bodies hitting the fucking ground. And
Gotta keep running.
run.
You should
Holy-
run, Charlie. Run, my boy.
You fall unconscious in the snow. 2 bodies.
Yep.
It's almost as if there's no wind to hear. The screams coming from this monster as it stumbles. You can see that it's starting to struggle to maintain a straight path. Okay. We are now back to team inside, and you can hear Fink from downstairs. I don't think I did that. As he looks at the explosion. I don't think that was
God
me.
bless Fink.
Um,
I mean, maybe
but-
he did. Who knows?
it's like, I don't think so. Team inside, what would you like to do?
Is I guess I would just shout down the stairs before taking my shot. Lana, you might have to take a shot if he gets close enough, and then I'll shoot.
Okay.
I bastard 20 that time.
All right. 20 will hit. What about you, Jacques?
All right, I'm gonna stop being conservative and go for the double shot. So, ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Yep.
And another 15.
Yep.
I do 19 damage.
20 damage. You rolled max damage twice.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Nice.
Good. Good. Take this fucker out.
Bits and just arrows and bullets cleave into this thing, finally piercing the skin. Horrible humanoid screams as this thing runs after you, Charlie. Charlie, what would you like to do? You still running?
Oh yeah, to that barn if I can.
Yeah. Next round you will be there.
Let's hope.
Pushing and pushing. Your lungs starting to burn. I need death saving throws from the 2 people on the ground. You can say your numbers. You can say it out loud to me.
20.
I can.
I got a 20. I got a 20.
Yeah! Yes, that's it, dude. Yeah.
Cam.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's true. 15. Not a death.
Okay. That's 1 success.
1 success. I'll take it.
Doctor, your eyes flutter open. And you sort of glance around and see just a big fireball of a monster just running around screaming.
Cool. And I probably don't see Cam laying in a snowdrift somewhere, right?
You
I
can
mean,
roll
it's in the path of the
perception.
monster, but
The monster is currently now past you. So
yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll roll perception to like get my bearings. It's a 15 on perception.
there's something in the snow. You don't know
Okay.
what it is, though.
I'll start trudging towards it, and I will aim my revolver at the monster running around and take a shot.
Go for it.
I have to assume that a 7 misses this thing.
A 7 misses. I mean, you blink and then blood's in your eyes and you fire and you have to blink the blood back out, but you continue to move forward.
Okay. Yep.
Fair.
One more Constitution check. Reach. Let's see. You can see Charlie in your periphery, the area around you going brighter and brighter. Boom, and there is a secondary explosion as this thing's body rends itself apart behind you.
Holy shit!
Own fireball that it creates. I need a dexterity saving throw, Charlie.
Why the fuck is it blowing itself up?
15.
15. Okay. Let's roll some stuff. And what was it? My bad.
15.
15. Okay. You take 7 points of fire damage as just heat burns across your back as you stumble forward and kind of like slam into the barn. But the screaming has stopped. And you turn behind you and it is just smoldering piles of flesh, you can only assume. There's a ringing in everyone's ears, but this thing is seemingly no more.
Double tap. It's the only way to be sure.
Which goo pile would you like to double tap?
There's so many piles.
Just one of them.
Cam, death saving throw, please.
You got it. Fucking hell. Fine, I don't need that one. Maybe I did need that one. That's a 9.
That one's a failure.
Ew.
What would you guys like to do? We are out of initiative. Doctor, you started moving forward.
Yeah, I'd like to move towards the hole in the snow where I think that
Yeah, there's a full person there.
yeah, oh okay. I would like
Not
to
entirely sure maybe who it is, but you're like, that's a person.
I
Okay.
head back towards the people outside to see if I can help them.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
like to
you
use
were-
my doctor's tools to bring that person back from 0 to 1 HP.
And is there anything in particular you have to do for that ability?
I don't know because this is a new, like, it's kind of the same system, but
Did it say anything
One
in your
moment.
flavor text?
It says it at the bottom of the page for you.
yeah, I don't
know
have that open. I just got my character sheet.
That's okay. I will pull it up super quick. Is there anything else anybody else is doing at this time?
Eating.
Harvey looks over to Jacques and says, "Holy shit, was that a whippersnapper?"
Question.
What do I see from it now? Because you're saying it's multiple bodies again.
Looks
Guys,
like
Bunches
to be
of chunks
specific-
of body.
it is chunks of it. It exploded. So there's just like smoldering piles of exploded flesh everywhere. Charred and blackened.
This seems new to me. I've never
Which
defeated the whippersnappers. So.
The
I don't know what
whippersnapper's
it does
still
when
out
it
there.
dies. I've never won before.
It's too easy to be the whippersnapper.
Yeah.
Using an action, you use
I
one use of
percept-
your doctor's tools, and she is stabilized.
Cool. So she doesn't regain consciousness. She just
Oh,
is
just
stable.
Could I have percepted anything while I was up there? No, I'm too far.
What's your question, Jacques?
Can I just like see if I see this thing is dead? Is there, I don't know, just being perceptive.
Sure, you could go ahead and roll a perception check. Currently, from what you can see, it's like somebody lit multiple different sized bonfires. Is kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know much with a 13, I guess.
Yeah, it's whatever it was. Fire seemed to do a damn good job on it. I'm sorry, can I help you?
They're a
I've seen them
cat demanding
yeah, I know.
attention.
I've been watching them.
Mhm.
Don't talk to him. Don't acknowledge him.
Charlie,
But-
help me, Charlie. Get her inside.
Yeah, I'll pick Cam up. I'll carry you inside.
I can barely get myself inside at my 1 hit point.
Yeah, that's valid.
Everybody makes their way back inside, and it is just the sound of the wind again. It is quiet. Cam is currently unconscious, probably laying on one of the couches, just fully out.
Sad.
But everyone is there.
She didn't need to be here. This was an injustice from the start. She shouldn't have been here. She was looking for me, and it was a fool's errand.
Hopefully she'll be okay.
Unfortunately, a wanted criminal. I'm not a criminal myself. Sheriff a few towns back thought that I was thought something awful about me, but in fact, his wife was just helping me with some philosophy, ancient Eastern wisdom, helping me solve a problem.
You hear Lana, Jesus fucking Christ. And she like goes over and she starts pouring drinks.
And in fact, she helped me solve that riddle, that old ancient riddle, the sound of two cheeks clapping.
Lana like leans against the bar. Well, you all have that wood. Fix my window, please. Thank you. There's still a window with just cold air blowing in constantly.
I'll go fix it. I owe her for trying to break into the door.
I'll hold up
Try.
the wood for you.
Thanks.
The two of you work together, and during this time, the charm fades. The vague control you once had over the silver bullet slowly dissipating, unnoticed. But the night being long and complicated as it was, time passes. People patch their wounds the best they can. Not a lot of healing to be done per se. But eventually, you guys can sleep. People can take watch. What would you like to do?
I'm assuming Cam is out for the night.
Oh, Cam's, you're not present.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Josiah would drink himself to sleep as deeply as possible.
That makes sense.
His whole 1 hit point and maybe previous alcohol addiction kicking in. Like he's gonna he's gonna uncork those Molotov cocktails and drink himself to sleep.
It's good medicine.
You watch as Lana is currently writing out bills
That
for
makes
the
sense.
amount of alcohol being used at this time.
That makes complete sense.
So people will owe a chunk of change in the morning.
That's fair.
What else is everybody doing? There's healing wise, not much to be done.
Charlie's staying up all night to keep an eye out. No,
Okay.
not sleeping. I'd rather sleep during the day.
Jock is going back to his bunker.
What,
Go
upstairs?
back up,
Yeah.
and
I got a trap still set up there just in case.
That's fair. Yeah, I would imagine he wouldn't have taken that down. Took 10 minutes to put up.
Harvey will cozy up to Benji and get to know him.
I bet he will.
Benji is a very pleasant
Benji.
man who seems incredibly shook by everything that happened,
That's fair.
and seems like he is
Could use some
very
help there.
fond of Lana Del.
Ooh.
Well then I will pay for some drinks for him for the rest of the evening.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, watching the camera be like 6 hours behind the audio, and I'm like, anything else? Okay. But eventually he kind of has a very pleasant conversation with you, is pleasant, but goes and talks to Lana and eventually convinces her to go to bed. And before going to bed, she steps over to you, Charlie. Not exactly sure what you want to do. I think you should leave at first, son.
Kind of why I'm staying up.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Maybe I'll come back after a bit.
I'd like that. And she gives you a hug.
I'll hug her back. Sniffle a little. Been here a long time.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to bed. Nobody talk to me. Swear to God, if anyone tries to wake me up. And Lana just like makes her way up the stairs.
Still complaining the whole way.
Oh no, she bitches the whole time. People start making their way to their rooms. Silver Bullet, what do you do?
Does Benji make his way to bed?
He seemed to be helping Miss Lana up the stairs.
Oh, then I will go to my assigned room upstairs as well with them. Just give him a nice little wink.
He laughs a little and kind of is like, good night. Dude looks drained. He looks so
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah, that's valid.
Valid.
I don't know how
They
you have
need
the
some
energy,
good
Silver
healing
Bullet.
cuddles.
He's like,
Because
I've got,
the silver bullet runs away and sits in place.
I gotta go disassociate in my room, please.
Yeah, I made the mistake of tanking once.
Yeah, once.
Never again.
Nope.
Never again.
I don't have rage.
Curses.
And sleeping or not, conscious or not, the rest of the night passes. And Charlie, being conscious, a little worse for wear and tired, a level of exhaustion. But you get the first bit of light coming through the window. What would you like to do?
Is it still snowing?
Storm.
It seems the storm has calmed down a good bit.
All right. Oh. She'll get her bag together, leave the hat there. She's not going to be in a tavern all the time anymore, or is in, and she'll head out.
Okay. Pull your jacket close, leave the hat behind, and make your way out into the first light. Crunching through the new snow, able to see now a great distance around you, and still now kind of covered, but you can see where some of these piles of creature remain, where its body exploded. And you make your way towards the barn. And then there's a shadow, like something tall standing behind you. And you turn around And then the shadow just keeps moving. And you realize there's nothing behind you where the sun sits in the sky. You watch as the darkness moves over it, eclipsing it in the sky above you, turning it from first light to night. And that's where we're going to stop this cowboy adventure, boys. Thank you all so much. We really appreciate you being here. We love telling you a story. Sometimes it ends with a nice little unscheduled eclipse, and that's
The
how
apocalypse.
it is. Sometimes it starts with a monster, ends with the apocalypse. But
It is the end days.
sometimes it's the end of days, boys. Once again, thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. Here at the Dice Cult, we have a lot of things going on. Bi-weekly, we have Legends of Theia, Dungeons and Dragons 5e. Grab a drink, grab a snack, go watch a bunch of heroes slaughter a bunch of monsters, fight in some caves, doing the good work.
Old school D&D style.
And if you are interested, bi-weekly on Wednesdays, on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Dice Cult, which is where you can watch all past episodes of our shows, including Whiteout, if you're so interested to wonder how we got here to the end of days. But we have cordially invited on Wednesdays, Dungeons and Dragons 5e. A royal wedding is needed to be planned. Is it? How chaotic and bloody and suspicious is the situation in total? Probably the average amount for a wedding, one can only assume.
One can
but if
only
you'd like
assume.
I can.
to gauge that for yourself, you can head over on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Saturdays, we have Vampire the Masquerade and the Last Remaining Light at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Currently, the bodies, they do keep dropping, and our goal is to get out of town. And sometimes you're stranded on an island that is surrounded by people that want you and each other dead. And that's just how it is. And sometimes your companion is unconscious and all you have is yourself and your dumb little brain. And that's just how it is sometimes. So if you're interested in the very likely bloodshed and vampire-centric drama, you can join us on Saturday. If you'd like to keep up with us, we are at Backs of Gods on Instagram and Twitter, and at the Dice Cult on Instagram and Twitter. If you want to keep up with when shows are going live, what people are doing, blah, 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 the work, some art, We're here same time, same place, Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will see you guys next week. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, cultists.
You won't do it. Bye.